in the second section. We're going to show you 3 types of home ab workouts. One for those of you starting out or starting up again, the intermediates, and then the advanced workout. Let's begin with the beginner routine, which will include the reverse crunch, crunch, and twist. For each, do 2 sets of 12 to 15 reps. See if you can bump up the twist to 20 reps, since it's your finishing exercises. Ready? Here we go. Although any type of crunch will affect the entire front portion of your abdominal wall, the reverse crunch targets the lower abs. To start, lie face up with your arms alongside your body. Bend your knees and raise your thighs until they're perpendicular to the floor. This is your starting position. Now, inhale and hold your breath as you slowly roll your hips up toward your chest so that they're completely off the floor. Keep your legs slightly bent, even as your knees come relatively close to your chest. Again, keep it smooth and controlled so that momentum isn't stealing the work that your contracting muscles should be doing. Now for the toughest part of the movement. Begin to exhale and slowly return to the initial position, thighs vertical, keeping strict control. No ballistic movements. Your job is to squeeze and contract the muscle. If you want to really increase the intensity of the reverse crunch, hold your head and shoulders off the ground. This tightens your upper abs, forcing your lower abs to work harder to raise your hips. The familiar basic crunch is still one of the best movements to develop your abs, but you must do it with 100% concentration and strict form. Start by lying on the floor. Bend your knees so that your feet are flat and put your hands behind your head. Now, keeping your eyes focused on the ceiling, inhale slightly more than usual and hold that breath as you raise your head and shoulders as high as possible off the floor. Holding your breath gives you greater force of contraction and relieves tension on your spine by creating intra-abdominal pressure. As you raise up, round your upper back, and slowly shift your focus downward toward the horizon. Hold this up position for a second or 2. Exhale and slowly lower your body until your head and shoulder blades contact the floor. Relax, pause for a second or 2, and repeat. A couple of cautions. Remember, don't pull on your head with your hands, which only puts unnecessary strain on your neck. Don't nod your head and don't twist your torso as you crunch. Sometimes you see people doing that to work the obliques, but we have better exercises for that muscle group. If you want more bang for your buck, you can extend your hands over your head or hold a weight squarely in the center of your chest and cross your arms over it. Also, you can hold your legs up in the air, place your feet on a bench or against a wall, and follow through with strict form. The beauty of this movement is that all you need to perform it is a pole and some floor space. Start by sitting on the floor with your legs extended and spread in front of you. Place the pole or broomstick over your shoulders, extending your arms to each end. Now twist from side to side no more than about 45 degrees, using slow, deliberate movements which will not only protect your spine, but also prevent movement from cheating your obliques out of their maximum contraction. Concentrate on twisting here from the waist, not from the hips or legs, or from the shoulders or arms, which, by the way, should be completely relaxed. Some people like to do this exercise standing, but the seated version helps eliminate lower body movement. So perform this exercise seated, if at all possible. After you've spent a couple of months mastering the beginner's routine, move into the intermediate routine, which we'll demonstrate for you now. We'll begin with the air bike, 3 sets of 30 seconds each, then move to the straight leg crunch, 3 sets of 15 to 20 each, and finally to the side bend, where you'll do 3 sets of 12 to 15 per side. Let's watch the techniques of the pros. You've probably all seen the air bike, but you've probably seen it done incorrectly, as people tend to get carried away with the fun of the motion. When that happens, you end up replacing muscle-burning efficiency with momentum. The air bike works it all, uppers, lowers, obliques, so let's be sure to nail our technique. Lie on your back with your hands supporting your head. Raise your legs so your thighs are perpendicular and your lower legs are just above parallel to the floor. Inhale and hold the breath as you curl up. Bring your left elbow toward your right side while drawing your right knee in to meet it, as if riding a bike. Alternate sides, left, right, continuing the motion back and forth, breathing deeply and steadily. Staying with our focus on controlled motions, don't let your elbows flap across your body, but rotate your shoulder across in a smooth, focused movement. For the air bike, don't worry so much about speed, but concentrate on controlled motion and increasing your strength through more and more repetitions as you advance. For the straight leg crunch, lie with your back on the floor and your legs straight up in the air. Then, with your arms extended in front of you, curl up to bring your shoulder blades off the floor and slowly squeeze as you reach for those toes. Hold this peak position for a second or two.